So here we have the BMW 420d M Sport Grand Coupe Automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see you've got those lovely big M Sport alloy wheels and the tinted windows around the rear. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that by pressing the button on the tailgate itself or the button on the bottom of this key. So if we give that a push, you can see the tailgate will then open. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see not only is it in fantastic condition, but it's a lovely looking car as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's loads to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now they're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, followed by the speedometer, then the rev counter, and then the coolant temperature gauge on the far right-hand side. At the bottom in the middle, you can see the total miles for this car are 3,689. The information that's displayed above that can be changed by using a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So if you hit that button and ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, it'll do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you paired the phone, which is done on the central screen, and I'll show you that in just a moment. On the left hand side we have both cruise control and speed limiter, and you can see these paddles, the plus and minus paddles. That is so that you can change gear in the kind of manual or semi-automatic mode that this car has got, and I'll show you that in a bit more detail in a moment. But first of all, over to the center screen just here. So you can see this car's got satellite navigation. If we go back to the main menu, firstly I'll point out that you can watch a full video on how the satellite navigation works on our website and on our Facebook page, so it's well worth checking those out. All these movements that I'm making on the menus are all being done using BMW's iDrive system just here. So this dial will go through the various menus. You can then select things by pushing it down. It moves to the right, it moves to the left, and up and down as well, to get into various menus within menus. You can access a few of the menus directly from these buttons on here should you wish to. We're in the main menu at the moment, which is the one you see on the screen there. So first of all, with regards to the music, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio, FM and AM radio as well. You can also listen to music via CD. You can connect up an iPhone and listen to your music via Bluetooth audio, or any kind of phone I should say, sorry, and listen to music via Bluetooth audio. And you've got a USB connection as well. And you can manage your various different sound settings and what have you from the bottom of there on top of that. You can pair up your phone under the communication menu. You've got your satellite navigation and then basically a few vehicle setting menus as well. Below that we have the CD player and then the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. Fan speed is adjustable at the bottom just here, both up and down. Once you're happy with the temperatures and fan speed, you can turn the air conditioning on from there, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking full control of the fan speed. Press that button again and it'll take you back to whatever settings you were previously on. This car also has a heated driver and passenger seat as well. Beneath that we have two cup holders, a 12-volt charging socket. The car has a keyless start, so the key simply needs to be inside the car for you to be able to start the engine. You can leave that in your bag or pocket. It doesn't have to be kind of in a cup holder section or anything like that. We have the fully automatic gearbox. I mentioned the semi-automatic mode within this gearbox. If we put it into drive, shift it to the left, we can now go up or down a gear, or use the paddles that I showed you a moment ago, back across the drive, and then pop it back into park again. To the right hand side of that, we're able to turn on the front parking sensors. Putting the car in reverse will automatically put the rear ones on. We can also change the driver setup of the car, so I can put the car into sport mode. The steering will become firmer, the accelerator pedal will react a bit quicker to what you do. Similarly, I can put it into Eco Pro mode and everything will be that bit more docile. You have the iDrive, which we've been through already, and then in the central armrest we have a USB input. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.